2010 constitution, there is no Kenyan who has more rights than the other. And every Kenyan needs to enjoy every privilege, every right that has been prescribed or articulated in that constitution. I don't understand why nowadays we have Kenyans who think they enjoy or they should enjoy more privileges than others. There is no better Kenyan than the other. That is why we say no Kenyan serves a lesser God than the other. So every Kenyan should enjoy every privilege and every right that has been stipulated by the constitution. And I'm speaking about this in regard to the punitive bill that is almost to be passed by the parliament. We have one of the most useless parliament that I have ever since I started voting, ever since I became or I attained the age of the majority, that is the 18 years. I have never seen any other useless parliaments like this one. Parliaments have come and gone, but this one seems to have, they seem to have grabbed the lives of Kenyans at hand. By any mistake, this finance bill comes to pass, that is when you realize that you are not a Kenyan like any other. There are Kenyans who are better Kenyans. There are Kenyans who serve a lesser God than others. Instead of using this opportunity, instead of our MPs grabbing this opportunity to stand with the people, because anybody who is going to pass this bill is an enemy of the people. We all read, those of us who were in school by that time, and it is the other day I started reflecting on that book, The Enemy of the People. You remember these people, the Dr. Stockman and those characters. It was all about, or it was reflecting about the government, the current government, and even the government that will come. Because the roles of some people, you elect people thinking that they are going to act on your behalf. But these are the same people who go and form cocoons in parliament to go discuss on how they are going to punish others in form of bills that are passed in this parliament. Nimeona mtu mwingine pale Kawanjiko, somebody who was elected through sympathy, somebody who was elected, I remember it was during the last regime. This member of parliament of Kiamba, he has just spoken like a kindergarten kid. When you say that you cannot fail your master, when you say that however punitive this bill is, you cannot vote against your master, and you goes ahead to name the masters you're talking about. One of them is President William Ruto. The other one is Kimani Ichungwa. Since when did a fellow member of parliament became your master? Since when a member who has been elected the same way you are has or became your master? You know, we are living in a very confused generation. A generation of MPs who don't understand the exact thing that they went to parliament to do. You see, I was sitting and I was saying, if there are people who are going to be termed as as enemies of the people, is anybody who is going to take part in the passing of this bill? And I want to address the Nyeri County MPs where I come from, and especially, or in particular, the Teto MP Honorable Godfrey Wadeto. If by any mistake you go and pass that parliament, then automatically you become the enemy of your constituents, because you are the people we look up to. The other day you said that you look up to the president and the deputy president to lead or to give you leadership skills. Now we look up to you to stand with us, because if you don't do so, you will have, or you will automatically become our enemy. Anybody who is going to take part in passing of this bill, or anybody who is going to be absent, who is going to abscond parliament sitting on that day, he will automatically become an enemy. Why am I saying so? Because if you don't present yourself in parliament that day, that is why you have been elected. If you don't go to parliament to stand with your people by dropping this bill, by voting against this bill, you become an enemy of the people.